Hey everybody, it's Savannah Taylor, the Gardenista, your kitchen garden coach. And yes, as you can see, I'm very excited because today I got my first GreenStalk garden tower. Ow! Okay, let me explain. So there are many gardening towers on the market, but this is the Cadillac of vertical planters. Now, in this video, I'm going to do an unboxing and I'll show you how to set it up and, which is super easy, by the way. Thought I was going to have to ask my husband to come help me, but I did it all by myself with no issues. And if I can put this together, you can too. Now, all this stuff you see me pulling out of the box, don't worry, I'm going to go over everything. But just FYI, the vertical tower, the base, and the plant supports, which I'll show you in a sec, are sold separately. However, I highly, highly recommend getting all of them because listen, gardeners are thrifty by nature, but we also know when to spend money. And this right here, this is what you spend money on. Okay. Now, if you don't have a lot of space, as in all you got is a little balcony, a little porch, or a patio, baby, you need to run, not walk to my Amazon store and get you a green stock. And this is especially true if you're a beginner gardener or you feel like you have a brown thumb, a black thumb, whatever. Honey, you're going to walk past that $3 lettuce in the store and giggle. Okay, so first of all, you can plant up to 30, yes, 30, as in 30 things in the green stock. It also has a patented watering system, which means ain't nobody been able to copy it, all right? And this watering system lets you pour water into it and it automatically takes care of all 30 plant pockets on its own, okay? Now, it's also made of food grade materials. It's free of BPA, BPS, and PVC, which basically means in layman terms, it's made with recyclable materials that also have a smaller carbon footprint. So, for those of us that actually care about the planet, boom. All right. Now, here you see me showing some of the goodies that they include in every order. And there's the most beautiful instruction manual I've ever seen. I mean, it's in color and everything. Like you can tell they put a lot of love in this product and some butter crunch lettuce seeds, which is exactly the type of lettuce you grow during the summer because it's too hot for romaine and iceberg. So I'm just loving the attention to details. And finally, if you love supporting family owned businesses, there's a beautiful thank you card from the Petersons who own the company. So y'all support small businesses. Okay, now as I start pulling out the rest of the items, I saw this little card that also let me know who packed my box. His name is Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. Okay, so let's get down to business. Now, the first thing you want to assemble is the base, which is simply sticking the wheels in the holes in the back. Half of the wheels come with locks so that when you need to move your green stock around, you can lock it in place so it doesn't keep rolling. All right. Now, when you push the wheels down into the base, you're going to alternate the wheels by placing a locking wheel in one hole and then a non locking wheel in the next, and then so on. Don't worry about forgetting to do this because each hole in the back of the base is sized for that specific wheel. So if you try to put the wrong wheel in the wrong hole, it won't fit, right? And I'm really happy I am doing this thing. Okay. So you take the larger plant pot and you set it right on the base, and boom, now, in between each pot, you're going to place a gray watering tray. Don't worry about that gray watering tray not snapping into place. Just press it down. And then once you get everything stacked, the gray watering tray will automatically stay. Now, here I'm bringing the pots to you up close to show how they easily do snap into one another. The pots do. See, boom, just like that. Really simple, not hard at all. And once you have the second pot in place, it's just the same thing, stacking one thing on top of each other until you get to the top. It's a pot and then the gray watering tray, a pot, gray watering tray, and so on. Now, this tower comes with 5 10-inch pots, so it's great for watering things that grow deep roots. I'm actually going to plant some of my kitchen scraps in this one, but I'm also going to plant cucumbers, zucchini, and yellow squash, and just all kinds of things. Now, if you're wondering how much soil you're going to need for this tower, each tier needs 1 cubic foot or 8 gallons of potting mix, not dirt from your garden, not topsoil. You want to start with a high quality potting mix. So just make sure it says potting mix on the bag. And of course, I recommend that it also say organic potting mix. Okay. Lastly, when you're putting this together, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm so glad you guys that I'm able to do this by myself. You have no idea. And here, this is the top watering tray. And it's a little smaller, of course, than the rest of the pots. And ta-da, you just snap it into place. Woohoo! I'm so happy, you guys. This was just a joy to, put it together. Here, I'm putting the water and pouring it in the top to show you guys how the watering system works. You literally just pour it in the top and it, goes down the little hole and it drips all the way down through each pot, watering everything so evenly and beautifully. Now, when you do put your fresh plants in here, you still want to, mist the fresh seeds from the outside, but for ongoing watering, just pour it in the top. And then here is that plastic tube that I showed you at the top of the video. You're going to stick that in the end, and that's where your runoff's going to go. And you can let that water run off into your other plants. You can recollect that water and reuse it. Okay. Now, lastly, here are the plant supports for when you grow your vining vegetables like the zucchini and the cucumbers and the yellow squash that I had mentioned earlier. It comes with 3 tiers. And as I was opening my box, I found another pack of seeds and a little card from the person who packed my box. His name was Danwell. So thank you, Danwell. Okay, now this part also was not hard at all. It was literally just stick the support in there and yeah, boom. And then snap it in just like so. Each part was pretty easy to figure out. You just match it up and boom, just like that. Again, you can grow so many things in this vertical planter like broccoli, bush beans, cabbage, cantaloupe, strawberries, beets, carrots. I literally could not find anything you could not grow. Now, here are some things that I do recommend that you don't grow. I don't recommend growing potatoes. Now, I know there's some people who probably do grow potatoes, but I don't recommend it because, you never really know how many tubers a plant or a slip is going to give you, and you want them to have as much room as possible to get as big as possible and to get as many as possible. So that's just my little tip, but other than that, you can pretty much grow anything in these planters, and you guys let me know down below what you think, because honey, I was loving it. So that's it, you guys. If you have any questions, be sure and leave them down in the comment and make a beeline to that Amazon store, honey, and get you a GreenStalk. And I will see you when we grow something else. All right. Bye.